Okay, this next two-person technique is called Reprimanding the Bears. And when you hear the word bears, and the two-person techniques, it signifies a bear hug from behind. Now here's how you have to kind of categorize this, everybody. Earlier we had one called the bear in the ram, where someone had me in a rear bear hug and someone was punching from the front, but my arms were free, allowing me to do the initial move and do that inward block, whether with the right or the left. I won't get into debates about which side to do, that's another video. But in bear in the ram, my arms were free, so I could pin, and as the person in front was punching, I could easily do the block. This is a worse situation, because it's the exact same attack as bear in the ram, with the exception of the person who has me from behind has my arms pinned. So clearly I can't do any blocks because my arms are pinned. And if I'm much stronger than the opponent, which is highly unlikely because they probably wouldn't have me in a bear hug, they're probably bigger, heavier, stronger, and I'm miraculously able to get my arm up and do a block, I'm just going to get choked from behind, which is no good. That's a bad situation getting to a worse situation. So I got to do something that's more advantageous. So the idea here, if we go in this position, is I'm being put in a bear hug, and that's farther back. Okay, there's a couple ways this is done, maybe a little bit more back, just so we can. If he's coming in right away, I'd have to just launch the kick and maybe a hammer fist at the same time. But we'll take it on the idea that he's kind of back and he's waiting for Scott to initiate, and then I have that little moment. So I'm going to go slow and explain what I'm going to do. I'm going to basically do crushing hammer. So I stepped to my left at 9 o'clock and I did my hammer fist to the groin. And then as that came in, I kick, I buckle and I hammer, and then I break the nose of Scott, and I grab. When I grab, I don't interlace the fingers. I make sure my hand's like this. Now, I'm gonna make this like a bad roller coaster. I'm gonna squeeze his head, and as I knee, I side kick to the knee, and I back knuckle to Matt. As Scott comes in, the front kick, cross behind, and I back kick to Matt, and I'm away. Okay, so let's try this one again. Reprimanding the Bears. And then I'll show you a couple other ideas that you might want to think about. So we'll take it again where Matt's back. And what he's hoping is going to happen is I got to get tossed to and fro, and Matt comes in and finishes me off with a punch. This is what they're hoping for, right? So back up a little. So as soon as I'm grabbed, I hammer, and then I kick, and I get a hammer, and I hit to the nose. It could even be a ridge hand to the neck. Grab the head, slap, head and kick, wham, back knuckle, front kick back, back kick. I'm out of there. That's reprimanding the Bears. Now, one of the issues to consider is, as good as it looks, I do this a lot. And that's scary because the more I'm fighting Matt and Scott and Matt, the greater the odds I'm going to get caught. Because I'm going back and forth. So one thing you could consider at the beginning, if you just back up that, is when I do that hammer, and that comes in, I hammer, I might just do this. And you notice I used him as a shield, like I'll stomp his face right here. He's in right, and if Matt comes in, I just blow out his knee. And I did that really gently, but if I drop back, he'll do almost like a somersault in the air, and I'm using one as a shield. Watch that again. So I go, hammer, hammer, boom. Now I see Matt, no problem. Boom, smash. And now I'm dealing with a one-on-one attack as opposed to two at the same time. Now if we go back to the actual technique, show it one more time. We step, we hammer, get the hammer, break the nose, deliver the knee to kick, that kick, and I'm out of there. That is reprimanding the Bears. Give it a shot, you guys.